I revenge cheated on my husband for his infidelity and I don't feel bad at all. My husband had a 3-month affair, physical and emotional, with a coworker right after I'd given birth to our third child. I found out 6 months after the fact, when I was already struggling with losing baby weight, stress, exhaustion etc, and I only found out because the owl told me. I confronted my husband about it and he confessed. I considered leaving him, but he seemed remorseful, starting helping out more around the house, coming home early, being more involved with the kids, treating me like I was special again. But it never really stopped hurting that he'd cheating despite him doing everything right by the book. It just didn't feel sincere anymore. Nothing really touched me in terms of what he said or did, even though he was trying. Last year I went back to work because I realized that being a SAHM wasn't for me anymore, because I still didn't trust my husband to provide or continue providing. He was against it initially, but I told him it was that or divorce. I told my husband that I had to work late, just like what he'd done to me, and slept with a guy that works at the bar across the road from my workplace. I don't regret it at all. For the first time I feel attractive in a while. I got my self-esteem back, and I feel a lot less resentful towards my husband, and has noticed this. He attributes this to me being back at work and having a sense of purpose. It's done wonders for us working things out. I got my libido back. I don't plan on telling him either. It's not going to happen again. It was just very cleansing for me. I don't know if that trust will ever be there back to normal now that I know what we are both capable of, but I'm ready to start reinvesting in the marriage again. I'm posting here because I just wanted to get it off my chest, I guess. I don't care if it makes me as bad as him or whatever, which is the common argument here. Just wanted to share a different perspective, that I don't regret revenge cheating. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, is it cheater week in here or something? Are adultery just not EJ enough? Redditor 2, you guys are not on the same playing field. You know of his infidelity, but he knows nothing of yours. You talk of empowerment and regaining your self-worth, but that's something you're supposed to find within yourself. You said he had an emotional and physical affair. Have you asked yourself what he wasn't getting from you? Doesn't make what he did okay. Not in the least, but you are now far worse than he is. Redditor 3. You just did to your husband what my wife did to me. I was the cheater, and after my confession I was tossed into the street. I shacked up with the app for about a week. Realized what I had done and begged forgiveness. She thought about it for a day or so, and gave me the conditions. Complete NC with app done. We go into MC and I go into Ike done. Stay separated until she feels safe done. She wanted to go on a date. Not with me. There I freaked. I begged. A week later, she was on a mission. He worked at her office. Took her to a bar. Then a motel. Mission accomplished. I ghosted her. Called her every name in the book. She said, "Now you know how I feel." Not pleasant, is it? I knew the hurt I caused. We reconciled and put it all behind us 30 years ago. Now married for 40 years. I think you should tell your husband. Let him know that this is also detritus from his affair. It would have never happened had he thought better of sleeping with someone else. Redditor 4. Flip the sexes and Reddit would have crucified Opus. Redditor 5. I'm upvoting this because it is interesting. I'm not sure if I agree with the action taken, but I do like to see variety in opinions posted here and an open discussion. Did it help you get over that feeling of worthlessness that many of us feel? Redditor 6. It's not a revenge affair if you don't rub it in his face. It's just an affair. Redditor 7. I don't know what most of you are being so feisty for. She got betrayed in the worst way possible. She was at a time in his life when she needed him most and now has to look back on what were supposed to be joyous moments and feel rage. And so be it that she had to duck somebody to help herself get over it. Who is anybody to judge? And do you really think her husband gives a duck? Do you think her husband isn't going to cheat on her again? Is he just so ducking perfect because he got found out and she hasn't yet? Do you think she really gives a duck if she gets found out? All I can say is there are tons of people in the world that cheat. You all act like it's something ducking unheard of. It's been this way since the beginning of time. Just used to men cheated on women for the most part. It will never end. There will always be cheaters. Some cheat. Just because they're compulsive cheaters who don't give a duck about their spouse. Some cheat to get back at their spouse. Some cheat because of emotional BS they think they feel for the other person. And I'd bet money that in America there is a cheater in almost every couple. I've seen cheaters in all ducking walks of life. OD retired men, cops, teachers, ducking immigrants running a damn donut shop, mechanics, drug addicts, teenagers, guys who've done it for years and their wives have never found out, guys who done it for decades and their wives just learn how to live with it, women who don't give a duck and just duck any guy who come their way. My point is, do you really not realize how many people cheat in this world? And if you've been cheated on more than once by the same person, odds are it's never gonna end. People just need to quit the BLLS it fairy tale it and see that facts are facts. Most men can't keep it in their pants and a lot of women can't keep their ducking legs closed. That is the way it is. It sucks for the monogamous people who expect their partner to be monogamous. There could be so much time saved if cheaters just stayed out of relationships. It's not fair, but unfortunately that is the way it is these days. But I feel no pity for her husband. And as long as she doesn't continue cheating, and it has helped her mentally be able to get over it and work on her marriage, I don't see anything at all wrong with it. I don't know her, but I do know the pain of being cheated on. And yeah, I revenge cheated after he cheated on me twice. And I told his dumbus. But what does it even matter? I guess it would matter to a person who is not a compulsive cheater. Anyway, I've learned through the years that life is not white and black. I have seen so many people cheat and so many people get cheated on. It really is ridiculous. And if people can work through it without revenge cheating, that is great. And even if the person only ducks up one time and cheats and never does it again, that is way better than some people out there. I don't know what's wrong with this world. I think it came from the notion that we are monogamous creatures. Some of us are, but I don't think it's the majority. I'm not even speaking for myself. I don't like to cheat. It gives me no thrill, no high. I don't care about having attention from someone else. I don't give a duck about any of that shit. If I find a guy I love and am compatible with timely, I'm happy. I have no desire to duck some other guy. But I understand revenge time, and I understand how it helps you get over a betrayal. I don't know why it does, but it does. I guess because until you do, you always feel like utter it. I mean, the person that supposedly loves you has been lying to you for who knows how long and ducking other beaches and coming home and sticking his DCK in you with no guilt or remorse. Should he just get off scotch-free for that? IDK maybe to some people, maybe not to other people. But who is anyone to judge anybody? Cheaters are not scum. They're just people. That's the ducked up part of it all. Some cheaters are cops who put their life on the line to protect total strangers. Some cheaters are the kindest people to anyone in need of help. Some cheaters are our moms and dads. Some cheaters are our children. Or our friends. Or brothers and sisters. These are some really confusing thoughts swirling around my head. And I'm sorry if you've made it this far, lol. Redditor 8, you are just as city. If the roles were reversed, every woman would be calling for your head. That is the double standard. Redditor 9, sounds like a toxic relationship.